Here's today's devotional. This week's series is on discipline and small habits. Today's day 5 of 7, the hidden weight of inconsistency. Inconsistency creates a kind of exhaustion people rarely talk about openly. Not because you're always failing dramatically, because constantly restarting becomes emotionally draining. You begin again, you lose momentum, start over. You try again, and eventually the repeated stopping becomes heavier than the habit itself. You tell yourself it's fine, yet something still feels unsettled underneath, because inconsistency quietly weakens trust in yourself over time. Not your value, your confidence in your own follow-through. That erosion matters emotionally. You lie awake staring at the ceiling, thinking about how many times you promised yourself things would finally change. And now frustration feels heavier than motivation. In Matthew chapter 5, verse 37, it says, "Let your word be yes, yes, or no, no. More than this is from the evil one." It reflects integrity, clarity, and reliability within personal commitment and follow-through. The passage emphasizes steadiness rather than inconsistency. And Hebrews chapter 12, verse 11 says, "Now, all discipline seems painful at the time, not joyful, but later it produces the fruit of peace and righteousness for those trained by it." It acknowledges the discipline feels uncomfortable while it's happening, yet eventually produces stability and growth over time. This hidden weight of inconsistency is not only unfinished progress, it's internal discouragement, the quiet belief that you may not trust yourself fully anymore. That's why small consistency matters deeply. Not perfection, consistency. So, you don't need to rebuild your entire life overnight. You simply may need smaller forms of follow-through, repeated long enough to restore internal trust gradually again, because steady consistency often heals discouragement more effectively than occasional intensity ever will. Hope this one helps.